Question number 11. You have defined an input with the given pattern. Which statement is true? So we look at the pattern and it's using a regex pattern of 0 to 9, A to Z, those are lowercase, uppercase A to Z, and curly brackets, it's got a 3 there within it. So option number A, the input accepts only 3 characters with upper and lowercase letters. Option number B, the input accepts only 3 characters with upper and lowercase letters and digits. Option number C, the input accepts a maximum of 3 characters with upper and lowercase letters and digits. So what is true and what does this pattern represent for the input? And the correct answer to question number 11 is B. This input accepts only 3 characters with upper and lowercase letters and numbers. The 0 to 9 means the digits. The A to Z means that the lowercase alphabet. The uppercase A to Z means that the uppercase alphabet. The curly brackets is used for defining the proper length of characters that are accepted. And if you notice, the option C and B, the difference was that C was saying that we've got a maximum of 3 characters, and B was accepts only 3 characters. 7. You have defined an HTML input using the given pattern. Which statement is true? So we've got another input with a pattern, and this pattern is 0 to 9, uppercase A to Z, lowercase A to Z, and then there's a \S. And then on the outside of the square brackets, we've got a plus. So this is a regex pattern. And option number A, the input accepts any number of characters with upper and lowercase letters and digits. Option number B, the input accepts any number of characters with upper and lowercase letters, digits, and white space. Option number C, the input accepts any number of characters with upper and lowercase letters, digits, and special characters. So which one does this pattern represent? Make your selection, and I'll provide you the answer. And the answer to question number 12 is, the correct answer is B. This input accepts any number of characters with upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and white space. The 0 to 9 means the digits. The A to Z means the lowercase alphabet. The A to Z uppercase means the uppercase alphabet. The plus means any number of characters. So let's go back one more time and take a look at the pattern. So this was the pattern that we're looking at. And the correct answer was B. The input accepts any number of characters with upper and lowercase letters, digits, and white space. So the \, there we're looking at is going to be representing the white space. And also note that we had a plus, so that would be accepting any number of characters afterwards. So we've got another set of patterns for you. Given 2 inputs below using different patterns, what is the difference between them? So the first one, within the brackets, we've got uppercase A to Z, lowercase A to Z, \S, and then a plus outside of the square brackets. The second pattern is A to Z, uppercase, A to Z, lowercase, \S, and on the outside, we've got the curly brackets with an 8. And your options for the different patterns, so what's the difference between these 2 patterns? So A, the first input accepts any number of lower and uppercase letters and spaces, while the second input accepts a number of 8 lower and uppercase letters and spaces. Option number B, the first input accepts any number of lower and uppercase letters, while the second input accepts a minimum of 8 lower and uppercase letters. And then the last option For the different patterns, the difference between the two patterns is C, and that's the first input accepts any number of lower and uppercase letters and spaces, while the second input accepts a maximum of 8 lower and uppercase letters and spaces. So make your selection. And the correct answer is A. The difference is that the first input accepts any number of lower and uppercase letters and spaces, while the second input accepts a minimum of 8 lowercase and uppercase letters and spaces. The A to Z means the lowercase alphabet. The A to Z uppercase means the uppercase alphabet. The plus means any number of characters. The curly brackets is used for defining the exact length. So the correct value was A for question number 13. Moving on to question number 14, you would like to create an HTML input for the username field. It can contain 6 to 50 characters, including white spaces, upper and lowercase letters, and digits. Which is the proper solution? So looking at A, we're looking at the pattern for the input and the pattern for this input. Option number B, we've got a different pattern for that input. Option number C, we've got another pattern option for the input. And lastly, option number D, we've got a fourth option for the pattern that we're looking for, and that's been described above. So we're looking for 6 to 50 characters, including white spaces, upper and lowercase letters, and digits. So which one is the proper solution, A, B, C, or D? If you guessed for question number 14, A, you got it right. For using uppercase and lowercase letters, use upper and lowercase A to Z inside square brackets. For defining a minimum and a maximum length, use the curly brackets with the proper values inside it. The slash D means the digits. The slash S means the white space. For defining the proper length in total, use the curly brackets. And let's take a second look at the option A. So that was input name, username, and with that type of pattern. Question number 15. You would like to create an input that accepts phone numbers in this type of format. So within the rounded brackets, there's 4 characters, then 3, and then 4 format. Which is the proper solution? So we're looking for an input type for the telephone input type, and then we're matching the pattern that we're looking at for the phone number. So A with its pattern matching solution, B the input with its pattern matching solution, or C with its pattern matching solution for the input field. So which is the correct pattern, A, B, or C, that's going to match the format? And if you guessed B, you're correct. So for answer 15, the correct answer is B. First, there are 4 digits, then there are 3, and 4 digits again. The first 4 digits are inside the rounded parentheses. For defining these characters, we need to use the backslash before them because they are reserved characters. If you want to learn more about creating regular expressions and patterns to match characters, the Mozilla Developer Network has a whole section on regular expressions. So a bunch of examples here as well, and how you can use these examples to create the regular expressions. And there's also a great website, regxr.com, where they've got an example here, and using the expression, these are the characters that are going to get returned. So we saw in some of the examples where if we want to select a certain bunch of letters, we can select these, and we can also update what letters we're selecting. And the ones that are blue are the ones that are matching this pattern. So you can try out different patterns and see in real time what characters are being selected from the text below.